good. So when we get ready for the Bible study, we'll be ready to rock. What's going on, family? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to Brew. I'm back at it again. Doing it, y'all. I'm doing it this time. Wanted to say what's going on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Brew set. Um, I'm Lady Sarah, Sarah Jones, however you may know me. But I wanted to get on really quickly because I have a brew moment. I have a moment that I want to share with you all, something that I was thinking about this morning. And I thought that it would be, pretty good to kind of, share with the other women out there because between me and you, I'm not a gatekeeper of information. If there's something that I feel that is going to bless the women, I'm going to get on here and share it. So, just really quickly, I jumped on because in a minute we're getting ready to have Live on Purpose Bible study. So definitely I want you to stay locked in, tune in. If you got to go run and do something at 7 o'clock, we'll be on the Live on Purpose page doing our weekly Bible study. So you definitely want to check that out. But I just wanted to share this really quickly. So this morning I was at home and I was going through, I had just came upstairs from the gym. I was working out because like many of us, I'm trying to get my health together in 2026. There's some things that I'm working on. A couple months ago, I had a procedure done. We'll kind of talk about that a little bit in a couple of later sessions. But with that being said, there's some things that I'm working on. There's some things in my body that I'm working on. Your girl got a fupa. It is what it is, but I'm working on it. And I was looking through the cabinet because I was taking my vitamins. And then I started to see all these things that I have purchased to kind of help with like weight loss and energy. And, because as you get older, as an older woman, sometimes, you don't have as much energy as you used to. You have kids, you're working, you're doing all these things. So I started to look at all the things that I had sitting in my medicine cabinet on the counter. I mean, I got the pills, I have the mushroom coffee, all these elixirs, different things that are supposed to help you, all these vitamin powders and shakes, and I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm like, there's no reason why I have all this stuff and I shouldn't have. I'm talking about the best body that I could imagine, because when I purchased the item, there was so much passion behind what I was going to do. There was so much like, okay, I'm going to take this 3 times a day. I'm going to drink my water. And then, life start happening. And then another product would come out. I mean, I've signed up for so many gym memberships and signed up for, those little classes that you take. They say, 6 weeks, we can get you the summer body. I'm like, can you really though? But the advertisement was so good, I paid my little $45, maybe opened it up once, and boom, I was done. And so, what God was sharing with me this morning was you're going to have a little bit more than passion in 2026. This platform, social media, YouTube, it gives you the platform for people to display their passion about something. But how many times have you had passion about something and give it a couple weeks, couple months, real talk between me and you, a couple days, and that passion starts to fade a little bit? In this season, in 2026, you're going to have a little bit more than passion. You're going to have some proof. I'm pretty sure that I probably wouldn't purchase as many things or would not have purchased so many things if I had a little bit more proof, if I stayed a little bit more consistent and more disciplined with the thing that I was believing for. And it's so important to understand that your passion, when you first decide that you're going to do something, when you decide that you're going to take the step and you're going to make the commitment, it's going to start off, and don't get me wrong, you're going to need that passion, but you're going to have some proof in order for you to continue to go, or continue to truly believe that you believe what you believe in for. Really, God is really waiting on you to believe what you believe in God for. Again, that's another story, but you're going to have something a little bit more than passion, because if you don't click with that discipline and that consistency, and I wrote it down because I really wanted to share with you all. But if you don't stick with that passion, what happens is over time, your passion will turn into passiveness, which means that, like today, I told my husband, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record something. You got me out here. I jumped out on Brew. I told a couple people I was gonna record on Tuesday, so it's Tuesday. But I had a few excuses as to the reason why I didn't necessarily need to. I could have done it tomorrow or on Thursday or another day, but I said I was going to do it today. So what happens is sometimes your passion turns into passiveness, and then passiveness turns into procrastination, which means that, I'll get to it after I do this, or, my outfit is not hitting the way I want it to, or, the kids need help with something, or whatever your excuse is. You fill in the blank with your excuse. But when your passion turns into passiveness, and then that passiveness turns into procrastination, and then next thing you know, that procrastination, it turns into putting it off. It turns into, you waiting for something to happen to you, or someone to give you something, or for someone else to do something for you in order for you to do it. And then next thing you know, it's poof, it's gone. That desire, that dream, that goal, that thing that you was trying to do is gone. So your passion turning into passiveness turning into procrastination, and then procrastination turning into putting it off, and then putting it off turning to poof, it's gone. 2026, ladies, we're going to have a little bit more than passion for something. That first initial thing is always good. You always believe that you're going to do it when it's right in front of you. But it's going to take a little bit more determination and consistency, and you're going to have some proof. You're going to have some proof. It says it in the Bible, talks about in Matthew 7:16, that you shall know them by their fruits. Mean that, what are you producing? Are you producing good things? We're going to know you by what we see. We're going to know you by what comes out of your mouth. We're going to know you by the things that you do. So what really are you believing for? What really are you striving to do? So again, I just wanted to come on and share that real quick with somebody. So many of us started this year off with so much passion, and we're already in the second week, and you already have probably given yourself an excuse as to why and how you couldn't do something. But understand that you got it. Girl, you got it. I'm telling you, just stay consistent. Do it without the thing that you're saying that you need. Just go ahead and do it. Take that next step. Every day, the goal is to get a little bit better. Not to get perfect, it's to get a little bit better. So I'm going to try my best to go through my cabinets and I'm actually stay consistent in some of them products. I don't spend my money on it. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit more consistent in them products and things that I believe that are going to help me get, my health back to where I need it to be. Because in this year, it's going to be a little bit more than passion. It's going to be some proof. All right, ladies. So between me and you, I hope this was helpful for you. Definitely stay on the lookout for more Brew. We're getting our Facebook, Instagram, and all the little platforms together. But meanwhile, I'm not going to stop doing what God told me to do. So if you ever see I'm going live button, you definitely want to check us out. Definitely share this message. Let somebody know, somebody that you know that's got some passion to keep it going. Go ahead and share this with them. All right, y'all. Peace. Have a good one. Oh, come back for Live on Purpose Bible study, 7 o'clock.